30 truquitos de Stardew Valley que nadie te ha contado. Y esto sí que es de Salmence. Vamos a verlo, vamos a comentarlos. Que no lo conoces, déjalo en el chat y en los comentarios. Que lo conoces, déjalo en el chat y en los comentarios. ¿Sabes algo que no se ha dicho aquí? Dínoslo. Queremos saberlo.
I've given out many tips in my day, 106, but many of them are just taking advantage of the game, showing some deliberately obscure item or method, or just straight up cheating. What I want to show today
Ya vimos algo de Salmence, pero aquí seguro que nos cuenta algo más.
are intended mechanics that you're meant to know, but the game doesn't tell you about. Many of the things on this list are something that was added in a post-launch patch, and so doesn't have anything in the base game to point it out. This video was inspired by this first tip that I gave in another video. On PC, the tab button swaps your toolbar to the next row of inventory. I expected maybe one, maybe two people to be helped out by this, but I got so many comments on how this was a lifesaver tip for them. So, here's a few more. You can also access an emote menu.
Vale, este va muy lento y el otro iba muy rápido. Voy a subirle la velocidad un poquito. Y luego te contesto, Roberto. Creo que no lo he visto.
With Y, and all of your current quests with F. You know how JojaMart is more expensive than Pierre's? Well, if you buy the Joja membership, the prices will all change
es más
to
caro
match
que
Pierre's.
Pierre's, sí.
And JojaMart stays open until 11
Mercajoja,
p.m.
JojaMart.
Have you been checking the TV every single day for unlocking your cooking recipes? Well, you don't have to. The Queen of the Sauce airs only every Sunday, and on Wednesdays there's reruns of previously aired Sunday
Espera, ¿por qué aceleras, tío? ¿Por qué aceleras? Amigo, ¿aceleras?
episodes. Check out your options. There's some game-changing settings, such as the zoom setting, allowing you to see
Vale,
more
sí,
at once.
yo eso lo conocía, no sé
There's
si
also a button
vosotros.
to show the zoom
Lo del
buttons
zoom
on
va
your
muy
HUD
bien,
so
tío.
you can change them at any time.
Muy bien, a veces para
Added in
hacer
one of the
fotos, para
newer
hacer portadas,
updates,
lo he
this
utilizado, la
button was
verdad.
added to your inventory menu. Clicking on it lets you look at any of your bundles whenever you want. And if you just want to see what can be donated at a quick glance, if you hover over an
De
item,
momento
the
esto se
icon will
sabe.
pulse like this.
A ver, danos algo
Crops won't
jugoso,
die
compañero.
if they're not watered. They'll simply take an extra day to grow. So if you don't have enough energy to finish watering all the crops, don't worry. In that same vein, if a crop is already grown, it won't die from not being watered. However, if you want a giant crop to appear, all 9 crops that make up that giant crop must be watered. Using a pickaxe can unhoe the ground.
Correcto.
Different areas have different spawn rates for forageables.
Correcto.
For example, in spring, leeks won't spawn
Venga,
at
10 de
all
30.
in
Dime
Cinderstack
algo nuevo.
Forest or Pelican Town. So if you're having trouble finding a specific forageable item, try looking in places where you don't normally go. If you keep a fruit tree for a whole year, its quality will increase.
Esto no lo
This
dice
means
nunca.
You need to have a fruit tree for 3 years to get iridium quality fruits from it.
No lo hice nunca y no sabía que mejoraba la calidad de las frutas.
Sometimes you'll find that something on your farm just disappeared. A likely culprit could be a lightning strike. Build plenty of lightning rods to mitigate this risk. Also, maybe do a walkthrough of your farm before the end of the day to see if you find any items just sitting on the ground. Holding down right...
Ojo que pueden desaparecer cosas de la granja cuando hay tormenta porque caen los rayos, a no ser que pongas pararrayos. Cuidado, está interesante. Y es que los pararrayos son interesantes para conseguir pilas. ¿Y para qué son las pilas? Para hacer cristalarios. No se te olvide. Eso sí que es importante.
Click is your best friend in this game. Many tasks are made simpler, such as petting all of your pets. Now you're not opening up all of those weird dialogues. You can plant all of your seeds without having to press the button every time. And you can harvest all of the plants the same way. When buying items, you can buy 5 per left click by holding left shift. If you hold left shift and control, you'll buy 25 at a time. The quality of the luau soup is dependent on both the sale price and energy restored of the item you put in, and the best result is locked behind a minimum of gold quality. Don't worry about choosing your professions because none of these choices are locked in forever. If you go down to this statue at the sewers, you can pay 10,000.
Y lo que he dicho antes no lo sabía, que la calidad de la sopa iba en función de cuánta energía te restaura el ítem y qué calidad tiene el ítem. Lo de la calidad lo entendía, lo de la energía no lo sabía. Está bien saberlo. Y esto de que puedes borrarte la profesión, si no lo sabíais, sí, las cloacas. Sí, es importante. Porque hay veces que mola, interesa cambiarla.
1,000 to change any profession that you want. When you go to sleep that night, you'll be able to choose them again. The price of materials bought in shops doubles after year 1. These include all of the ore and coal that the blacksmith sells, and the wood and stone that Robin sells. At the start of year 3, a trash bear shows up near the entrance to the mines.
¡El oso ardilla!
3 items. Giving him these items will clean up some trash in Pelican.
Oh, qué bonito, qué bien lo
You
deja.
can check which items you've gifted to villagers by going to the social page of your menu and then clicking on them. This will separate gifts into loved gifts, like
Esto lo metieron en el último parche de la 1.5, porque antes no se podía ver esto. Esto lo podías ver en la wiki, en la Wikipedia.
liked gifts, neutral, dislike, and hate. This list will include any hints you've gotten throughout the game. You can sell extra weapons, boots, or rings at the Adventurers Guild. This is the only way to sell them for full price.
¿Por qué has vendido la
Despite
espada
the many baits
galaxia?
saying that fish aren't
¡No!
crazy about the taste,
Está
it has the
loco.
same bite rate as normal bait. Also, wild bait has a slightly faster bite time than all other baits. If there's any rewards you forgot to claim from bundles that you already completed in the community center,
¿Qué es
they'll
eso?
all be found here in this bag. You can place a sign on a
¿Qué
fish
era
pond
eso?
to
¿Un
see
saco de
here
semillas?
in
¿De dónde
this in the
sale?
community
¿De centro comunitario, dices?
If there's any rewards you forgot to claim from bundles that you already completed in the community center, they'll all be found here in this bag.
¿Desde
You
cuándo
can
han puesto
place a sign
eso?
on a fish pond to see how many and what kind of fish are in it.
O sea, que no es espectacular, ¿eh? Pero ¿desde cuándo hay un saco de semillas que puedes recoger del centro comunitario? Vete tú a saber si lo tengo ahí. Vete a mirarlo. A lo mejor tú también lo tienes ahí.
Talking to villagers during holiday festivals will give just as much friendship as if you were regularly talking to them. You can do this even if you've already talked to them that day. The Hat Mouse gets a new hat for every single achievement you get. Yes, this is a bit of a weird one, but otherwise it just kind of seems like it randomly expands its stock every now and again with no explanation. Getting a perfect cast when fishing does nothing. Getting a perfect catch, on the other hand, will increase the quality of the fish by 1 stage. The life elixir says it will only restore 99 health. This isn't true. It'll refill your entire life bar no matter how much is missing. Most people know that you'll have less energy the next day if you pass out at 2 AM, but you actually take a 2.5% energy penalty for every 10 minutes after midnight that you stay up. And finally, if you level up, you will have no energy penalty even if you completely pass out at 2 AM. And that is all 30 things that Stardew Valley doesn't tell you. Well, that's not true. I could probably make a list that's like 100
Espectacular.
long,
¿Lo
but
sabías
we'll
todo?
save
¿No lo
that.
sabías todo?
Thanks for watching. If there's anything that
Coméntalo.
you